How are you doing, everyone? I trust you've been safe and well. So today we're showing you how to make a beautiful lamb roast. Now I picked this one up from Tasman Meats. It's a bit cheaper than your mainstream supermarkets. It does come with all the trimmings and stuff, so it doesn't look as pretty. So it does require a little bit of cutting back that fat. If you like that fat, you can keep it in. I personally don't, and when you're roasting, it all drips out anyway. But I give it a quick skim. Now I'm using garlic and rosemary. This is a recipe I really love. So what you want to do is jam a knife and do all these cuts and holes into the lamb itself. Because what you want to do is you want to put the garlic and the rosemary inside the meat, so it melts away while cooking and those flavors go right through the meat. So it doesn't have to be too good or anything, just quite a lot of holes. This also helps it be a lot more tender. And we also get the shank in this. I absolutely love that shank. I never get to eat it because the family always fights over it. That's the difference when you go to a butcher, you get, more meat. So let's put that stuff in. All right, so here we are. We've got our holes in the meat. So we're gonna push our rosemary inside like that. Get a piece of garlic, as you can see. Jam that in there, and we're just going to go through all our lamb. Just pop that in all these holes that we've made. I've got quite a fair bit here. You don't have to have this much. I quite like a lot of rosemary and garlic, but you'll find that the flavour, once the garlic cooks right through the meat and that rosemary flavour, it just gives them, like lamb's a sweet meat on its own, and it just becomes, I don't know, just a lot better. It's hard to explain unless you do it. If you make it like this, you know what I'm saying. If you don't, I would highly recommend giving this a crack. Now, I grow my rosemary in my garden, but the supermarket obviously sells it as well. Rosemary is an easy plant to grow. Doesn't require much. You can literally just leave it in the ground and not water the thing. I'll finish this and I'll show you the next step. All right, now that we've done that part, we drizzle with olive oil, like so. So this is going in the air fryer. I find the air fryer does a pretty good job. Sometimes it can be a bit drier, it just all depends, but I quite enjoy it. So now that we've sprinkled it with olive oil, it's time for salt and pepper. All right, so salt and pepper, and now we're gonna pop some thyme on. All right, so before we put the thyme on, we're gonna put a bit of oregano. Now you do this on both sides. So oregano is usually good for chicken and beef, but for lamb, rosemary and thyme is really the savior of lamb. It just really brings out those flavors. So we're gonna put a lot of thyme. Now you do this on both sides, and this will give your lamb a beautiful herb crust. And it's great. Once everything starts mixing together, it just, the flavors are great. Now this is quite large. This is probably going to take me about 2 hours to cook. I reckon 1.5 hours, 2 hours to cook on about 160 in the air fryer. Nice and slow so you can keep it nice and juicy. So let's pop that in the air fryer. All right, have a look at that lovely crust. It looks burnt, but I can assure you it is not. So let's give this a slice. This is a bit hard for one hand. I'm going to do it. Put the phone down, I'll show you afterwards. So as you can see, still nice and pink. This is more of a well done sort of level because my partner likes it this way. I prefer it a bit pinker, so I wouldn't cook it for as long, but you got to keep everyone happy. So voila, enjoy.